Here we go.
Here we go again. Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 4.
So it's the shortest episode. The other ones have been like close to an hour. This one's 30 minutes.
Yeah, but it is a very solid episode.
Yeah, there's a lot of action. But it's so... I'm like getting ready just to like dig into it, like just trash talk it. Here,
there is no trash. Okay. Okay. I want to say overall it's a great episode compared to previous one.
Yeah, it was fun. There was a lot of neat things.
And you're about to trash talk.
Yeah.
How?
So,
oh my god, the beach, yes.
Just to start off, they are all fighting in the beach and right next to the place where they were, attacked by a giant alligator. It really shows how smart they are.
It's so crowded. I did not expect they had to have that many people.
If I had to give it a compliment, it very much has the same style as the original movies.
Really?
When it comes to the fighting, shows that it is a 70s sci-fi movie. That's what I'm getting from here.
Dude, why do they have that many people though?
This is a cult, it's a people, it's a church.
Okay, do they all live in that cave?
There's an area that we don't get to see because Bo-Katan's ship is parked somewhere. We see her take off in it later. But overall, it just seems like they just hang out in this rock, which I love caves. So I'm not complaining. If anything, I'm jealous of that. But
can we talk about Grogu? Like how cute he is.
Yeah, this is Grogu's story right here.
Grogu's so
This is
cute.
Grogu's episode.
Oh my god. This is Mandalorian. All the little kids in their training. I don't know. I was not a fan of the training.
It doesn't seem like there's any type of leadership besides like the armor. She's just like their head priestess, but like it feels like they have a rule book, but they don't have like any like actual military training. They're all mercenaries, and have seen them fight multiple times. But just watching all them, like just watching as they fight, like spar, I don't like it. It's just so
okay. Could they not done a better job like represent a hardcore training? Like couldn't we done better? It's very crowded, a lot of people, and it's just basic punch and block.
I want to say like European style, you just see people spar and that's how they do it. But like if you look at like Asian culture or like martial arts, they line up rows and they all do the same moves. You either do sparring, separate out. I mean, if you go to like boxing and MMA gyms, that's what they're doing. So I guess it's not too cringe. It just was weird.
You said too cringe. I didn't say cringe. That's coming out of your mouth.
Maybe because they're wearing so much clothes. And every time I see somebody like train, they're usually in athletic clothing.
Dude,
they train their armor.
They even have their little jetpack on them while they're fighting too.
There really is a structure to it, and it's just this is just so broken up.
You were trying to defend it. You were like, yeah, it's the European style. It's like not lined up, and I'm like, did you not see the overshot? It is so crowded. They barely have any square inch to move around, but we don't talk about it because apparently this is not an action show, right? We shoot guns. We shout guns. We don't throw punches.
We've seen lots of montages of people, or like not scenes where soldiers are training with the guns, and it's a lot more professional. I don't know. I guess it's just because like they're mercenaries and they're just sparring.
Sparring.
Yeah, it really does.
It feels like they're just a bunch of people LARPing at the beach.
It is a whole bunch of LARPing.
Anyway, and I think we talked about like how it is not actually appropriate for him to fight because he's basically just a toddler.
I mean, he wins by like I think a technicality. I wouldn't count it because one, we don't know the rules, but why would the kid not shoot all 3 times to begin with? It really felt like
he was being polite.
So Grogu's impolite?
Grogu wants it too bad. He abandons all the old rules. This is not the Mandalorian way, but it's the way of Jedi. Took you a minute.
It is. I'm just like dumbfounded by like I really hate the rules. I hate that they literally changed it up so that Grogu wins. That kid should have won. Like he got him
by logic, yes.
Yeah, I thought it'd be like fencing. You get 1 point. I don't see no fencers or like just getting 5 points all in one go.
You just
you get 1 point and then you reset. So I don't think Grogu won. I think they're just being nice. Like how you play a fight with a kid and you're like, oh, you hit me, and like and you're super strong.
I mean, they were hinting out. They were like, oh, isn't he too? If he's too young to wear the helmet, then he is too young to fight. And Danjarin was like, this is the way. I'm sitting here like, no fucking way. Little thing is literally like, how old? Jedis can talk.
He is about 50.
Yes, Jedis can talk, right? Not Jedi. They're not Jedi. What
the Yoda species
Yodas
can talk, yeah.
Yes. He is not talking.
No.
Which indicate he is just a literal baby. Baby who can't even freaking talk. And you want to put him against like this 10-year-old.
Well, we've seen him stand his own. He fights like a giant rhinoceros and wins. God, what would his voice even sound like if he talked?
Wait. Okay. We're complaining about the cult not being cool. Like, it doesn't look like where the cool kids hang out. They're just like nerding out and LARPing.
Yeah, they're like their arms are just to their side and like, yeah, I'm just here. I'm just having fun, just watching. And then that big old bird comes out.
And they're like, don't shoot. It will kill the kid. No, we have to follow this beast home. And then halfway it's like, oh, our jet fuel ran out. Let's just do this another day.
So I immediately thought when I saw this, like, oh, cool, Game of Thrones. Because like it's a dragon in like this rock environment. It's like this is just Game of Thrones. But I honestly like this scene. Just watching all the jetpacks, they're cool.
I still don't like the POV.
You don't like how they shot it?
No.
It's all CG.
Oh, makes sense.
It literally has to all be CG. Because they're like all in armor, I bet armor's easy to CG compared to like
dude,
facial expressions.
I hate that. This guy's like, yeah, a Reynolds jet film happens every time. I'm like, what do you mean happens every time?
Yeah, the first person to think differently was Bo-Katan. Is she the only one with a ship? Do none of them have ship? No wonder they can't get off this island.
Oh!
They're stuck. They don't have any other ships. If this happens multiple times, you would just go in your ship and find this thing. They literally don't have a ship. They're stuck on this planet.
Oh my god, imagine living this like 30 plus people community. Nobody has a car. Who's doing the grocery shopping? Who's oh my god.
I think they just hunt.
Have you seen the gator?
They're
about to wipe out their half of population right in front of their door at the pond.
That's their 2 months worth of food. That's their food right for the month. Yeah.
Oh.
Thank God for Bo-Katan, right? Finally, someone did something. They just let all these creatures just like live around them and just kill them. Like that's crazy.
And the way they talk about it, it's like, oh, this happens a lot. We got used to it, but like we gotta go find the foUndLings because it's part of our culture. Although we're pretty incapable of like keeping them safe because they just get snatched up. Left and right.
See, if we saw more ships, I would probably just be like, oh, they just couldn't find it. Like, it goes too far, and they were able to find it. And with all their space technology.
This is a Star Wars where they don't have ships. They stuck in one star, and that's it. Oh, look at them guarding. Okay, we need
against who? There's no one on this planet. We have 2 guards. Yet there are no people. There's no one. What is the threat?
The gator pound.
The gator can't get in there.
So let's talk about Gugu.
Yeah, so now Grogu's just chilling with the armor. Din Djarin left his child with a cult leader.
His child is about to join the cult.
I mean, the child made his choice.
Oh, I mean, he made his choice.
He has 2 choices.
Did he say
the
yes?
The Jedi cult or the Mandalorian cult?
Did he say yes? Did he say no? Did he not?
Yeah, he literally left the Jedi Order and came to Din Djarin.
Oh yeah, somebody can talk to him, right? I forgot.
Yes, through the Force.
So they just give him the little chest plate. I was so hoping that is an actual helmet.
I bet a lot of people were.
Oh,
well, why cover up that tiny little piece?
No, not a full carriage one. The one with the T cut in the front.
Like the Spartans?
Yes.
No, that's not the way.
They're doing some fighting choreography. What do you think the prompt was? Like, just look cool, and we will CGI everything like after.
It's always it.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it's always just look cool. Because like I said, a lot of this is all fake. It'd be cool if we got this as like this whole scene. This was like the entire season. Grogu's journey. Like before.
Okay. The show is called the Mandalorian.
Yep.
We show Grogu
Yep.
having this Beskar still now. Is he gonna be a Mandalorian?
Yeah, it does seem like he's slowly doing it, but like I said, it's gonna take forever. It's because he grows so slow.
What does Mandalorian do if
That'd be-
they're not bounty hunters?
Train.
And you see how they train.
Yeah. I don't know. They don't really have how, because they're a warrior race. That's their whole thing.
What if there is no war?
They do mercenary work.
Oh.
I think it'd be pretty messed up to have like a little tiny Grogu in like armor just come up and just like shoot you. That would be just the worst way to die.
It's kind of like a Chucky kind of situation, isn't it?
Oh God. Yeah, but you can like jump higher. What are your thoughts? So like we're halfway through watching it. Do you like the episode? You said it before.
This is my second time watching it.
Yeah, well, is it as interesting as the first time?
Yes and no. Actually, I prefer the first time watching. Second time, I already know how it's gonna go down. And I just know this stupid part is about to come out. I want to appreciate this episode. I want to say this episode was perfect. But there is like slightly little fish bones to pick out. I don't like when they are rescuing the child, the foundling. I don't like this entire operation, like how it went down. I think it was stupid that their jet fuel went out. I don't like how hard it looks for them to climb the mountain. But it is understandable because they're wearing full gear. Also, I want to say, oh, could it just like montage it? No, they cannot montage it. It's already on short. It was 30 minutes for the entire episode. Like if you montage, this thing is gonna be how long? Like 15 minutes. That's not gonna be enough showtime.
You know what? Or rewatching it, I'm like, this is me. This is how I would do it. And I'm not a space warrior. Like, yeah, I was like, okay, we can't fly too close, so let's walk the way, and then like let's rock climb.
Okay, Lone Survivor looks cooler than what is happening right here. Like you can shoot it out like that out of your arm. Can't you just retract it instead of climbing it? Isn't that what they used to do? They just shoot it out, grab it, and then retract, so it pulls you up.
Maybe not enough.
I felt like we saw Din Djarin do it before. I think my favorite part is still when they were making the armor for Grogu. You hear the bangings, and then you see little baby Yoda get so upset, and you have this war flashback.
It's like daddy.
I love that. I think it was really interesting way to slice him.
So I think I know what the problem is.
What is the problem?
The problem is Mandalorians are being taken out of their element, right? They are a warrior race, but they're not fighting. They're just trying to survive. And I don't like it. I like when they are bounty hunters, when they fight against other creatures.
They look like prey in this episode instead of, the predators. They were supposed to be like the badass space predators who hunt down other people. Now they're being hunted. Maybe not all the Mandalorians are badass. Selected few that are badasses.
That's probably true.
They are the one that left the village because they're better fighters. They can find a job. Well, the rest of them, they kind of just like stay by the horde and just like hunt all together.
Oh, so the scene where like there's this scene where
this is the way.
Yes, that is the first time that this is the way got on my nerves, and it just felt like inappropriate to use because so Din Djarin hands the son back to the other guy. Don't know their names. The first thing, there's no thank you. There's nothing. Like Dan goes, "This is the way," and the other guy goes, "This is the way." Okay.
And they're
that's an awkward situation. At least say thank you, and then Dan goes, "This is the way," because then it makes more sense. Like, oh yeah, this is the way. Like, you don't have to thank me. This is what we do. What do you think of the little birdies, the little giant killing machine creature?
You know how I said this tribe is like a commune of people that live together but doesn't have a car?
Mm-hmm.
That little bird is their bike.
Just to the next town.
Yes.
So
It cannot fly away to another galaxy like the ships, but they do have a bike. Now they can visit another town.
Everyone here just looks so pathetic. Like their operation just looks.
Okay,
bad.
they look like they lack of resource.
Yes.
They're very desperate. Their trainings are very like they have limited ground to train on. They have a lot of mouths to feed, and their young one just get apparently snatched up like little kids in Oregon Trail. Besides that, everything is good. We like the show. We like this a lot better than last episode. The council has spoken, okay, and the council decided this is a good episode. What do you think?
Just short.
It's short.
It's very, very short.
Okay, it's short, but it doesn't feel short. It does not feel short. It is short.
Ooh, it's all filler.
If you want to put it that way, this entire show is just a filler for
is.
our empty lives.
It is.
Have you ever thought about that?
My life is not empty.
Okay, is it not?
No, I just beat Eldering. I'm super happy.
You beat Elden Ring?
Yeah.
Do you got proof?
Yeah.
No, you don't. I sold the disc.
I have the game. It says that I am on New Game Plus.
I sold the game.
You didn't?
Yes, I did.
No, you can't. You didn't. Stop. Okay, on a scale of 1 Mandalorian out of 5 Mandalorians, how many Mandalorians do you give this show?
What? Why 1 out of 5? I'm used to 1 out of 10.
You can do a scale of anything. I can do 1 of 3 if I want to.
4?
4?
4.
Cool.
What about you?
Haha, thanks for watching.